Okay, guys, I have discussion aid for you. We're discussing the link between hydration and aging at a glance. That's the title. Okay, hi. Now we're going to get into the presentation I made for you. Higher blood sodium in middle age was associated with increased mortality, chronic disease risk, and biological aging. The findings suggest that poor hydration may accelerate biological aging and increase the risk of chronic disease and death. The study suggests that drinking enough fluids may help reduce the risk of serious chronic diseases. As people live longer, the world's population is aging. This has led an, an epidemic of age-related chronic diseases. Finding its finding ways to slow down aging and prevent such diseases has become a pressing task for medical research. Studies in mice have shown that restricting water intake shortens the mouse lifespan and leads to organ deterioration. This suggests that staying properly hydrated might help slow down the aging process. A research team at NIH, National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, led by Dr. Natalia Dimitrova, explored whether hydration might also be associated with aging in people. Their findings appeared in eBiomedicine on January 2, 2023. The team looked for associations between aging and hydration in data from a study that followed more than 15,000 people from from four U.S. communities for more than 25 years. Participants were between 45 and 66 years old at the beginning of the study. As part of the study, sodium levels in participants' blood sera were measured at enrollment and at their first follow-up visit 3 years later. Serum sodium goes up as people drink less fluids. So serum sodium levels can serve as a proxy for hydration. The team looked at study participants with normal levels of sodium between 135 and 146. They found that even within this range, differences in serum sodium were associated with differences in mortality. People with serum sodium near the middle of the normal range, 137 to 142, had lowest mortality rate. These with serum sodium above 144 had 21% greater risk of dying at an earlier age. Higher serum sodium was also associated with increased risk of chronic disease, including heart failure, dementia, chronic lung disease, and stroke. The researchers calculated the participants' biological age based on various biomarkers. The risks of premature mortality and chronic disease both increased with biological age, and people with serum sodium levels above 144 were 50% more likely to have a biological age greater than their chronological age. The results suggest that serum sodium above a certain threshold may be a risk factor for faster aging. This, in turn, increases the risk for chronic disease and premature death. Reduced fluid intake is most common reason for elevated serum sodium. Thus, Dmitrieva says proper hydration may slow down aging and prolong a disease-free life. The researchers note that their results don't prove that elevated sodium causes accelerate aging. Establishing a causal link will require randomized controlled clinical trials. But the findings do suggest that a clinical evaluation could help with elevated serum sodium. They may benefit from drinking more fluids or have may have underlying conditions that lead to fluid loss. Okay, that is A for you. I'll be back on with B shortly. I'm going to take a little break for now. I'll be back on shortly with B. For now, Gator Wellness. Take care, folks.